getting by on looks alone. I know what you're trying to hide, an uptown girl with an empty soul, yeah. All the boys they crowd around, living off that stack of ones. $30,000 millionaire won't look so good when the money comes. No, it's not your fault. Oh no, it's just the way it is. But you won't stop your bad ways. Right now, the time is up. Way high enough. Stay and run by. Hey, yeah, running over the songs about you. Wake up, think about what you do. Ain't gotta try so hard. Acting like that won't get you far. Hey, yeah, hey, no, I know it's not a joke, and every night I try not to laugh. But every time I turn your way, I'm not trying to see your whole ass, baby. I'm not saying that you don't look good, but you're acting like a fool. Getting smashed and talking shit, and dancing on miles don't look so cool. No, it's not your fault. Oh no, it's just the way it is. But you won't stop your bad ways. Right now, the time is up. Way high enough. Stay and run by. Hey, yeah, running over the songs about you. Wake up, think about what you do. Ain't gotta try
Sequence start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And what is going on, guys? You're listening to the Realest podcast. I'm Blake Carter. I will be joined by Andrew, Kyle, and Chris momentarily. But before they do join us, welcome to the Roadblock prediction show tonight. Yes, as you can hear that is them getting the phone call to come in. Now you can't hear it. Now, with tonight, a lot of people are not excited for tonight's show, and well, let's be real here. Tonight's show has the potential, card-wise, has the potential of being great, but then again, we come to that key word there, as Andrew and I always say, potential. So I do have Andrew and Kyle with me. Chris is not here yet. So what is going on? Can you guys hear me? Okay. This is really awkward, because they cannot hear me because I do have a mic mess up. Watch this. Guys!
Oh, now we can hear you.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I'm over here like, hey, how you guys doing?
I literally couldn't hear you, man. Damn.
So, how you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. Excited for tonight's pay-per-view.
Long week.
So, as I was saying before this happened, Chris is also with us now. The magic word here is potentially can be a good pay-per-view. As Andrew and I always say, this has the potential to be a good pay-per-view, and usually when we say that, it is awful. So, Andrew, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm not into it. I feel like the only two matches I'm going to be interested in are the Iron Woman match and the Cruiserweight Championship match, personally. Something big has to happen tonight, though, in order to change my mind. Like, we got to see Triple H. We have to see Kevin Owens retain. There's just so much. And, there's so much that should happen, and it's probably not going to happen at this point.
Yes, Sting is going to return tonight.
Yeah, Sting is going to return tonight and destroy
with his broken
everyone.
back.
No, we cannot, Chris. We cannot hear you. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So, with as much that is happening tonight, I mean, we have a 10-minute match. We have a match that we've seen 6 times. A bunch of records are going to be on the line. One record is going to be broken, or one streak is going to be broken, not record. And that streak that is 17 pay-per-views in a row, Seth Rollins has been going up for a title, and he will not be going up for a title this time.
Are you kidding me? 17?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow. That's insane.
Right?
Good for him.
Yeah, good.
That really says a lot about the guy himself and his reliance on the creative team. All right. But, I mean, like, you got to, like, really look at the reliance on Seth Rollins. At 17 pay-per-view straight that he's appeared, he's been in there for a championship. Like, that's a ridiculous record.
There's a lot of records tonight that really hopefully will be broken. Like, for example, like we said before, with Charlotte's record of pay-per-views being undefeated. Hopefully this is her night. Hopefully New Day gets to lose their title reign and finally now get to lose that record. A lot of records I hope to be broken.
I think New Day is going to lose it tonight. Now that they gave him the there you are.
Yeah, we found it.
Now watch Blake can't talk.
Yeah. Blake's gonna have some problem now. You're funny.
But
you're funny, dude.
No, but again, tonight has the potential of being great. What will they do with Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens? Will Roman Reigns be the second United States champion and technically,
get the hell out of here?
Well, I mean, there's no telling. So let's get into tonight's
There's-
predictions, sponsored by Starbucks. I'm
Let's do
joking,
it.
we're not. So let's get off with the kickoff show. Enzo versus Rusev. I mean, I'm not even going to get into a story.
Who the hell
I mean,
cares?
Wait, that's happening?
Yes.
Hey, hold on.
happening?
Not Enzo, Big Cass, Big
Cass.
Cass, Big Cass.
I was about to
Yes,
say, dude, Enzo's gonna die.
Enzo went to sleep with Lana, and well, it was a trap. It's a trap. So,
Richard Trap.
Guitar.
by the way, if you have not seen Star Wars Rogue One, you need to go see it as soon as possible. Great movie. So,
Yeah, I'm working on it.
so, like I said, I'm not even gonna get into it. There's really nothing behind it other than you beat up my friend who's trying to sleep with your wife. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
fucked up.
but this reminds me a lot of like the not so PG era, whenever they actually tried to do really weird, odd things, and it might have seemed really corny and cheesy, but that's what made people keep watching it. You know, it was like the dude's soap opera.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I agree. I got that. I got that vibe too.
Yep.
I got I got that vibe too. Like 100% I had that vibe, but it kind of got awkward. It kind of got awkward whenever the underwear went off and you could see the boner.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Well, who wasn't going to
Well,
have
but-
one? I mean, you can't blame Enzo for that one.
I mean,
I mean, Lana looked fantastic. Come
yeah,
on.
man, she's for like I
Lana's
love
just Lana.
I love how she's literally on a TV show where she has no accent. But God, I'm not even going to get into this. So, Rusev wins 100%.
No way.
I don't know.
Calling Big Cass.
Andrew,
I'm going to go Rusev.
that's right. Rusev. Rusev.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't
I'm
know.
going
I don't
for
know. I mean, they might have it where
Mr.
Big
Man.
because I mean, you can't. It's hard to kind of have it to where they have Rusev just completely destroy an entire tag team. He destroys Enzo and now beats Cass in a match. Like, honestly, I think they're gonna come out with Cass on this, getting revenge
Well,
for Enzo.
Cass has been trying to learn the Jingle Bell song in the back. That's why he hasn't been out there.
Well, like
Yeah,
here,
true, but still.
here's the way I look at it. From a business standpoint, they only did this whole feud because they didn't have anything to do with Enzo and Cass at the moment. And that made no sense for them to challenge a New Day with them being face. So it's kind of like, all right, well, we're just going to throw them into this really weird feud with Rusev. Now, when I look at it, I don't see any way in which Big Cass and Enzo, a win from them, would help them at all because they're supposed to be a tag team, not a singles competitor. Rusev, on the other hand, he needs to still look strong. If he comes off with a victory over here, he can go on to do bigger and better things. Possibly challenge for a world title down the road, depending on who wins tonight. Probably not going to see it against Roman Reigns because we've already recycled that. But I don't know. I just don't see Rusev losing tonight. I don't see where it could really help him down the line.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even interested or invested in this. So,
I think they cornered themselves this pay-per-view. That's why I'm not excited to watch it. I feel like there's a lot of matches on this card where they've kind of cornered themselves or they kind of like threw something away, just for kicks and giggles. And I feel like that's 90% of the card. I mean, you look at the tag team match, we've already seen it like 90 times already. Like, it's almost as much as Gallows and Anderson versus the New Day. So it's kind of like, eh. But, with everything they did leading up to that tag team match, it's kind of like, who cares anymore? So the New Day win or the New Day lose? Who cares at this point? And then everything else you got thrown in there, it's just like the Braun Strowman match. There's nobody that could win from that match. No matter what, somebody is going to lose, and it's going to hurt them big.
so I'm gonna go completely off topic here. So I'm sitting, at my station right now, and I'm, listening. I'm listening to you. You talk, Andrew, and what you guys heard was Chris getting ice, and I thought, what in the hell did he just break? That's all I heard. I'm just like, Oh my goodness. I'm thinking we might have a freak out up in here. We might have another freak out. We might have ourselves another freak out in my household. So let's move on here. The tag team championships, The New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus again. Now, before we go into, well, we've seen this 100 times. We have seen this 100 times. But if you, Cesaro and Sheamus versus The New Day was a great, I wouldn't say great, a good match a few weeks ago on Monday Night Raw. It was a good match. But The New Day won in the fashion that they won. If Cesaro and Sheamus wins, that was a good match. Good match. But since they didn't win, we're over here like, man, I'm getting tired of seeing the heelish ways that the New Day wins. But I'll give my prediction, get it over with. I'm just gonna say, if you're betting on this and you're gonna be betting this on money, 100% I say New Day if you're betting. Me personally today, I think, well, God, this is hard because now it's like part of me is like, man, the streak's gonna end. I don't know if I want.
There is no reason in the world New Day needs the titles now. They've done everything with that. They beat the record that has lasted for like 30 years. They have had it for so long. They are over with the crowd. There's no reason for them to have the titles anymore. There's no reason in the world. Nothing you could think of. Besides them being the New Day. Just the New Day is the New Day.
This is where I'm thinking, do I want to predict to win it, like not win it, but like to get everything right, or do I want to predict from the gut, what I want to happen?
Do it with your heart. What you want to happen, man. That's what
Screw
you're supposed
that.
to
I'm
do.
going for
Come
the
on.
W. We're going with New Day.
Oh, God.
And here's
My
the
thing,
thing,
man.
Blake.
Oh, my God.
The reason why I agree with you on the New Day is because think about it like this. They've let them hold the titles for so long that they've now let them take the record. Well, it would just make them look tremendously weak after all this money they've poured into them if right after they take the record, they take the titles away.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of look at it that way, and I also look at it as we've seen them go up against virtually, two of the bigger tag teams 100 times, and now it's kind of like, all right, well, if you're looking at it from this perspective, it's kind of like, all right, so the New Day are probably going to win, and if they don't win, who is going to be able to compete for the tag team championships now? It's just there's like no teams that really could step up, and honestly, at this point, I'm done with Gallows and Anderson. I'm done.
So this
They
is
completely destroyed them.
speaking of Gallows and Anderson, and sorry, Chris, that I didn't respond. I had to put my Dallas Cowboys beanie on. So speaking of Gallows and Anderson, I saw an interview with Finn Balor not long ago, and again, he said the same thing.
They suck almost as much as the Cowboys. Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what? 11-2. 11-2.
For the
What are
first
the two
time in,
losses, Blake?
35 years.
What are those two losses, Blake? What are those two losses, Blake?
I'm pretty sure
Are you
my
a
team
Giants fan? Are we really about to go into sports here?
Yeah, man. I'm from Jersey, homie.
I'm
Of
from
course I'm a
Jersey.
Giants
No, listen.
fan.
I saw an interview with Finn Balor, and Finn Balor
said that he loves the Patriots.
Exactly. Yeah, he said that. Go on.
That's an exact quote. No. So he said the same thing. His goal is to get back by WrestleMania. There's rumors and there's talk that he could return, before WrestleMania. And he got asked, do you guys ever think that we'll see you team up with Gallows and Anderson? And he said, as much as I would love to, I've already done that. And it was organic when it happened years ago. I don't want that. I want to do my own thing. But but there is a possibility that it could happen. So
Speaking of the old Bullet Club, did you hear who just joined the Bullet Club?
No, I didn't. Kyle, who joined?
Cody Rhodes.
I don't know.
No,
I'm
he
still trying
didn't.
to catch up on Ring
Yes,
of
sir.
Honor. What? No way.
Where did you read this?
Go on, look it online. Read it yesterday. Cody Rhodes is the newest member of the Bullet Club.
Dude, I'm still trying to catch up with Ring of Honor. Damn it, man.
You best be joking because
Well,
I
did you guys see like total nonstop deletion? Because I heard it was pretty
Yeah.
good.
That
I
was
heard
great. Yeah,
it was
forget
awesome.
Roadblock. Just going to the Indies, dude. Fuck Roadblock. Indies are so much better. I hate this company.
Whoa.
The Indies is worse. No, because the Indies are so much better. I'm telling you, man. Ring of Honor and TNA, they're so much better. I'm telling you.
Well,
I guess because I'm the oldest person here by like what 10, 12 years at least. I'm stuck. You know, WWE has been there since I was a little kid. I can't help it. Like nobody is better to me, and I'm sure there's better matches, there's better wrestlers, but the overall aura of it.
Honor.
That's like me saying I'd rather go to freaking Six Flags than go to Disney World. I'm sorry, there's just a much bigger aura. There's more fantasy, more magic to it.
Too bad there's no more Six Flags in our area. Rest in
I
peace,
agree.
Astro
It's
World.
just, when it comes to Raw's pay
Wow, it's just the night of off topic.
It's just no. Just Raw pay-per-views are just not able to live up to the hype.
Raw
They just
is
don't.
Six Flags and
That's why it's
SmackDown is
just-
Disney World.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No,
But you know what? Occasionally you go
Oh,
to Six Flags if you can't afford to go to Disney World. So I guess it's okay.
yeah, but let's get back to the
Tony,
predictions. So
man,
I went New Day.
Fast Favorites gonna be-
Chris went New Day. Kyle, because I know Kyle's like, I know Kyle has a big opinion on this one.
No, I'm telling you, man, it's been just so long that we've seen you do with the titles, and I agree with you guys' opinions. I do agree with it about the New Day and about like they're the safe pick stuff like that. But for every pay-per-view that I can remember, even like for a long time, I said New Day to drop the titles, and I'm gonna keep doing it. New Day is dropping the titles to Cesaro and Sheamus tonight. It's. I said it for so long. I've said it to every tag team they've faced for a while, and I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens, man. I'm gonna keep
The
saying
day
it.
that it happens, Kyle's like, I told you! I told you!
I got it. I knew it.
What about you,
Called
Andrew?
it.
What you think?
Cesaro and Sheamus.
You both are going with, ooh,
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm living
Yeah.
dangerously tonight.
ooh. Well, let's go on with the 10 minutes of possibly shame. Now, before we start hating on this, I just want to say Mick Foley and Sami Zayn have made this match amazing. The reason why I say it's amazing is because Sami Zayn is playing the underdog and Mick Foley is playing, look, you're going to get your ass beat. I'm not going to let that happen. I mean, for God's sakes, everyone thought that Sami Zayn was getting traded for Eva Marie last week. I believed it. I 100% believed it when it happened. I was like, oh my goodness, he's going to play the underdog in SmackDown. Or he's going to go to SmackDown and whip ass. And now we have it. Sami Zayn has to survive for 10 minutes against Braun Strowman. What happens? I mean,
Well, see, this is
survive.
where I say that, you know, the WWE, this is one of the matches in which they back themselves into a corner that they can't possibly win. That's because either way you do it, this match is going to last 10 minutes, okay? So if Sami Zayn were to win, yes, he's the underdog. Yes, it would make for a great story, but they've been building Braun Strowman up for something special. They've been saving Braun Strowman for something special. They've been saying he's going to be doing this, and this. And now you're finally seeing him run through all these people and be dominant and be the guy that they want him to be. And now you're going to have Sami Zayn run through him in less than 10 minutes?
No.
That's where
I
you
don't
hurt
think they're
Braun
gonna do that.
Strowman. And if Braun
No,
Strowman completely destroys Sami Zayn, well, what do you do with Sami Zayn now? You can't make him challenge for a championship because, he got his ass kicked once again. Like, I don't know. I feel like it hurts both people either way.
I think the best way they could do it is that, because it's a 10-minute time limit, the best thing to do is to have basically, like, they have a match, they can have Sami Zayn running away from Strowman, keeping the match going, whatever happens, but they end the match, the way it ends, I'm telling you, is where it's going to be Sami Zayn, he's going to be beaten down, so he's going to be beaten down, but he's still going to make it to 10 minutes, and Braun Strowman still looks strong, and Sami made it to 10 minutes. You get both wins, because, I mean, is it considered that Braun kind of lost a match? Yeah, but he's going to come out of it beating the shit out of Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn just makes it to 10 minutes. That's the point. He doesn't get pinned. He doesn't submit it to 10 minutes. He makes it to the end of it. But he gets the shit kicked out of him. So you still get, like, both people kind of still win at the end of it. That's how I think the match is going to end.
my prediction is Raw. I think Sami Zayn will win.
Raw.
This is yeah, dude. The intro. Exactly.
Prediction is raw.
That's it.
And you know what's funny is Braun Strowman is probably the biggest redneck I've ever seen. I found his Instagram, and this fool is a big redneck.
Hey man, you saying something bad about rednecks?
So I'm gonna go with.
That ain't right, man. I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna show you how big of a boy I am.
I'm gonna give Sami Zayn. Go Sami Zayn. Chris, what do you think?
I'm going Zayn just because I think they've already showed how good Strowman is, and I really think they're trying to use this to push Zayn up and make him seem a bit, more larger than life. So I think it'll be Zayn.
Well, all right then. Chris Jericho, Seth Rollins.
Rollins.
We all know that
Sorry.
the point. We all know that the point of this is to get at Triple H, which we are probably more than likely about 99 to 100% going to see at WrestleMania. Now, Chris, you yelled out Seth Rollins. Why?
Because Jericho is about to be taken off with Fozzy,
That is
and
true.
and they're trying to bring his whole. I mean, he's had a badass run with this heel turn that he's had, and he's about to have a bunch of commitments with Fozzy. They're not even sure if he's going to be. As of right now, he's not anywhere working for WrestleMania 33. So they're trying to bring it to an end. So honestly, they're going to let Rollins continue on what he's doing, and this is going to be another loss for Jericho as he works his way back out.
And before anyone else goes, that is true. After WrestleMania, Chris Jericho is done. He's going to go
Yep.
recording with Fozzy and touring with Fozzy. Now, Andrew or Kyle, whoever wants to go first.
Cool.
What's up? What do you think?
I mean, the basic way, like you guys can go, like you guys even said, is that Jericho already has prior engagements, and Rollins kind of needs this feud to keep moving on, and then eventually, obviously, have his feud with Triple H, which you even said, Blake, it's gonna be happening. It's inevitable, pretty much, to happen in WrestleMania. Obviously, we don't know that because it hasn't happened, but it's most likely going to. It's like the only way to go with it, and then Rollins also go for the Universal Championship after. So there's no reason for Jericho to win, like you guys said. This is Rollins' night to win it, and that with Jericho and move on to Triple H, Universal title, anything else.
I don't know. Me personally, I think that Chris Jericho is going to win this. I think that it's either going to be Triple H that's going to intervene or Kevin Owens that's going to intervene on behalf of Chris Jericho. So I think they're going to pull a twist on us, and Chris Jericho is going to win so that he looks strong going into a possible feud with Kevin Owens.
Well, there's a bunch of people that are thinking that Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens are just pulling a big troll, making everyone think that they're fighting, which is possible.
It could be
It's
that
awesome.
too.
So, let's go on to the Cruiserweight Triple Threat match. And, I like the Cruiserweights, but, man, it's gotten to a point where it's just like they're pointless. And I just don't care.
Hey, I like the cruiserweight.
I do, too. I don't
Have you watched
dislike
205 Live?
What, the trash?
Oh,
It's really not good, which is sad because it has so much potential. So obviously T.J. Perkins, Brian Kendrick versus Rick Swann, who is the champion. Question is, as we will predict, who wins? Rich Swann retains is my answer.
yeah, I'm with you on that one.
This one's kind of hard to call, man, because, I mean, I love Rich Swann as a champion. I love seeing him have that kind of spotlight, but I feel like he doesn't bring the presence with the title that Brian Kendrick or TJ Perkins bring. Do you guys agree or disagree? Because I don't see it. I don't see him being, like, at the champion, at the top level potential. I see him being, like, more of, like, a mid-carder, but obviously not pops in the Cruiserweight. He just doesn't have that, like main guy, main champion aura about him that Brian Kendrick or TJ Perkins has. I want to see him win. I love him having the title. I just don't see it.
I think
Well, see, also, like TJ Perkins is my favorite cruiserweight. I don't think they're going to give it to Swan and take it quite yet. Is all I think.
I
I
personally
don't think so either. It's just he doesn't seem to be the champion.
my problem is I don't think that on Raw and on during pay-per-views they're open to do what they're able to do during the Cruiserweight Classic and during 205, which is a big problem because they really can't show what they have. So, look, I've said it from the get-go. I'm already tired of this whole handshaking crap that they do whenever the match starts. I'm tired of the purple ropes and the ring changing. Like, I get that they are the Cruiserweights, but we don't need to do this every single time these guys wrestle. So, look, I mean, I'll be honest. I think, Rich Swann,
You not understand Japanese tradition.
And Ring of Honor. But go on, Blake.
So, Rich Swann, I don't see him losing. I just don't. I don't think T.J. Perkins was a strong champion. I think Brian Kendrick's a good champion, but
I can't stand Brian Kendrick.
And that's the point.
That's the best part.
That's
I
what
didn't
makes
like
him a
10
good
years
champion.
ago.
That's the best part.
I don't know. I like T.J. Perkins better as a champion. I don't know. Like, I totally agree with Kyle there. I don't think Rich Swann has the wherewithal that T.J. Perkins does, at least when it comes to the feud. And you know what? There's a reason why you don't really think that T.J. Perkins really has that potential. It's because he hasn't had the opportunity to really keep there because he's only worked with one guy. He's only worked with one guy.
But
As opposed to Rich
when
Swann
he
has
was-
worked with multiple guys so far. So
Well, and when he was manic, he was. I mean, you got to think too. Like he could be something totally different when he was wearing a mask. So now that he's in the WWE and he's just himself, it's kind of. I got a feeling it's kind of throwing him off a bit.
I'm a huge fan of T.J. Perkins personally.
My
So
problem
like,
is which
I'm like,
cruiserweight can you really say is a big time champ?
T.J.
Hey,
Perkins,
Nice.
Noam Dar would be a good one, and I'm gonna
I
say
think
Jack
Nice is
Gallagher.
great.
Jack Gallagher is really impressing me too. Like he wouldn't be like a serious champion. He'd be like that entertainment value champion.
He'd be like William Regal was back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I do need Andrews and Kyle's prediction here. TJ, who wins this match out of the three?
Yeah, my prediction is Rich Swann. Like even Chris said that I don't think they're going to give him the title so early and take it away from him so early. I think they're going to give him a run and see if he could do good things with this. So I'm going to say Rich Swann.
I told you I'm living dangerously. I'm going with Mega TJB.
One, like we would not do the Roman Reigns match without you. You should know that. No, we have not
The
done
wait.
we have not done the Roman Reigns match. We're gonna make you wait. We're gonna redo the entire predictions just for you.
Oh dear God!
So
Fucking
Andrew,
man.
who
All
you
right, I'm making popcorn.
Mega TJP.
TJP. All right. Well, we're gonna start getting into our, the topic of discussion. Which match finishes last? Our Iron Man match? Who just farted?
Huh?
Who did that?
Might be my sister. It might be my sister. She's writing
Who did?
on
Well, I just said
paper.
it might be my sister. That's great.
No.
Jesus.
It went quiet and you just hear in the background.
Oh my god.
Blake, quit fucking around.
So Blake, what were you saying exactly?
Yeah.
So the topic of discussion once again is who finishes last. Do we have the Iron Man match between Sasha Banks and Charlotte for, we're going to see this match for the 6th time, or do we have the Universal title between Kevin Owens and Superman/God, Roman Reigns, and what happens? What do you have here? I saw Justin LeBar say that if Kevin Owens wins, you have the women's match finished last. But if Roman Reigns wins, you have the Universal title finished last.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't think the title should main event because that match isn't really worthwhile. It's not going to be as entertaining as a women's match. Sorry.
So
I love Kevin Owens, but sorry, Roman.
speaking of the women's match, let's get into it. So I want to say it is the 6th time we will be seeing Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. Charlotte has not lost a single title match on a pay-per-view since going into her first pay-per-view match against Nikki Bella at Night of Champions last year. So,
Yeah, but think about it like this: you have that complaint in your voice. I want to say 6th time. You make a point, but think about it. These chicks have done stuff that no other girls have done in wrestling. They're doing it to break records, to make history, and so that's why they keep pushing it. As long as these girls can keep beating the hell out of each other and coming back to do it again, they're going to keep doing it.
you're absolutely right, but can you sit down and tell me that the Raw women's title means more and has more value than the SmackDown women's title?
I would have said
At the
no
moment,
up until
no.
I would have said no up until they gave it to Alexa Bliss, and now I'm like, oh God.
What?
That was a good.
That
move.
was a great
That's a good-
move.
Stand
She
Alexa
is a
Bliss.
great heel.
Absolutely, 100%. Totally agree.
The feud with her and Becky is so good.
I didn't say it wasn't good. I just, and I know it's a thought about move. I just don't like her, and I know you're not supposed to like her, but I just, it's not for me.
Look, I was.
Well, see, that's a big difference between like you and me. Like you like the traditional face is what I'm gathering over here, because like the last few times we talked about like a strong heel like Alexa Bliss and Brian Kendrick, you absolutely hated them, and that's why you didn't want to see him. We didn't think they were a valuable champion. But for guys like me who love the heels, like I loved classic Randy Orton, classic Edge. So like for me, it's a strong heel that makes a rivalry. So that's what I get drawn into.
Oh, I can totally feel that.
Look, I was thinking about this earlier. This was
You
just
can't look. This is audio.
me brainstorming.
Oh God, did you smoke out the house?
No, I was thinking I could sit you down as a brand new wrestling fan, and I could tell you, okay, SmackDown is the better show, and you could go off of, you don't know who's on SmackDown or Raw, but you know who is who, and like by roster. And I could tell you, SmackDown is a better show, and I could put both rosters there, but not give you who is on which roster. And I could say which roster is SmackDown. If you were to look at both rosters right now, me personally, I would go, man, dude, Raw's roster is on SmackDown 100%. Like, the lack of talent that is on SmackDown is crazy, and the fact that they are so much better than Raw. Like the women's, I think every single title on SmackDown has more meaning than every single title on Raw, 100%. The only reason,
but that's writing. That's the writing's fault.
You're
not
absolutely
the
right. You are absolutely right. The only reason I do not like the women's title is because we've seen it 6 times, and I don't think that to make a title great is by changing hands just about every single defense like they've had. So again, if you are betting on tonight, my heart is all over like, man, this is it. Sasha's gonna win. But I would bet Charlotte. I would bet Charlotte on this. And once again, the rumors that that Ronda Rousey's going to be a part of the WWE, and it's like with Sasha wasn't even supposed to be on TV for a while. It was supposed to be Charlotte and Bayley, but they cut those plans right up. Said, screw it, Sasha, go back out there. And of course, the last match they had, which the Falls Count Anywhere, was a great match. But again, can you sit down and say, okay, are you excited? Like, you're going to get a great match out of it, but can you sit down and say, I'm actually really excited for this match. It's going to be great.
I like Sasha. I think maybe it's just one of those, Boston boy kind of things. I'm from Boston, so I can't help it. Anytime she's in a match like this, I'm totally all for it.
I mean, it's no doubt going to be a great match. It's just like, look at the New Day match and the Cesaro and Sheamus match. We've seen it so many times. The taste is like so sour. It's just like, the match is going to be good, but we're still going to like watching it as wrestling fans. It's just like, we just want to see something else different. We want to see something transition because we want to think that the title has a good meaning and that it's going to kind of explore on the rivalries a bit. The title just doesn't mean that much when it's being dropped every 5 minutes and it's being contested by the same 2 people.
Here's my thing, man. Like, Raw is 3 hours, and we only get to see 2 women wrestle. When we actually like see Sasha in a squash match, you get to see something happen, but we never get to really see anything. Other than the past 2 weeks with Bayley and what's her name, Alicia Fox, because they're fighting over
Cedric
Alexander, because that's Alicia's man. And it's like, what the hell am I watching? But I'm just, like, I don't know, man. Like, SmackDown is 2 hours, and they have 2 women's feuds going on. Nikki Bella has a feud with Carmella / Natalya, or it's actually Natalya and Carmella now. And then you have the women's title. And it's organic, and it's actually not bad. Like TLC, the worst match on that card, 100% was that chairs match.
Yeah, and we call that a mile away, though, because every chairs match is terrible.
Yeah, it just needs to be called a no disqualification match. Kyle, Sasha Banks or Charlotte?
I'm going to say this is, like I said before, man, this is the night of breaking records. I think this is going to be Charlotte losing her pay-per-view record. Sasha's taking it. She needs her pay-per-view moment. She has not had that yet. She needs it. I think this is her night.
And here is the moment that Juan has been waiting for. The kickoff match.
God.
Big Cass versus Rusino.
So, man, I'm about to hurt you.
Roman Reigns, the United States champion, versus Kevin Owens, who is the WWE Universal champion. So
you can already say my prediction. I don't have to say a word.
I'm just going to give my 2 cents here.
Oh God, here comes $20 worth.
At SummerSlam, Roman Reigns we didn't even see the match happen for the United States Championship. The next pay-per-view, which I cannot remember because there's so many goddamn pay-per-views now, Roman Reigns won the title. Turn around, if I'm not mistaken, on the Monday Night Raw, he won again. Clash of Champions. So, since then, Roman Reigns has defended the title. This is back in September. Has defended the title once. And that was against Chris Jericho. Think about that.
That's pathetic.
And your
he
point
also
is
never mind. He went against Rusev at Hell in a Cell. He did. He did to go against Hell
oh
in a
no,
Cell.
I kind of remember these things.
Now, my point is the United States champion is at its lowest point. And nobody could disagree with that. Like, it's at its lowest. It is. Like, what's the point of him having the belt when he does nothing with it? Like, you can play, well, Seth Rollins had it, and he had the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, but he only held it for 2 weeks, and he lost it. He won it, then lost it. So, I mean, look, again, if you're a betting person, your best bet is to go with God/Superman himself, Roman Reigns. And I'll tell you this right now. I honestly think we're going to see Roman Reigns win this title. And after that, I think the only thing that WWE can and should do is to host a tournament and give someone a shot for United States Championship. That's the only thing I can logically come up with for that. Because Roman
I
Reigns
refuse
is
to say
their
that
guy.
Roman Reigns will win tonight.
He's their guy, and of course they're going to want him going on in WrestleMania with that title. Juan, you just missed my prediction. I said Kevin Owens. No, I actually said Roman Reigns. So whoever wants to go next, you can go with this. I know this is a
I have
depressing
nothing
time.
more to say. No, I have nothing more to say than I refuse to go with Roman Reigns. I'm saying Kevin Owens winning. I refuse. I refuse to let them or believe that they're going to give Roman Reigns the title again and fuck it up again. I refuse. Just let Kevin Owens keep the title. He's doing great with it. Let him have more of a run. He's worked his ass off, man. Let him keep going. He hasn't even had any. The only feud he's had is with Seth Rollins. He hasn't even had a legitimate run with the title. If they seriously give it to fucking Reigns, I'm done with this company. They have not given Kevin Owens a legitimate chance to actually keep running with the title.
You do know they're going to give the title to Reigns, right?
No, fuck you. It's not happening.
You do know
Yeah,
that.
Roman Reigns.
I refuse to believe it. You all believe what you want. I'm saying Owens. Y'all believe what you want.
I'm going to say
Yeah.
Sasha and Roman, man. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Because I know that
I refuse. It's gonna be Owens.
No, I refuse. I mean, I refuse to believe it myself. But I know that Raw is going to make that mistake, just
Kyle.
like they've been making mistakes all the time for Raw.
Kyle, he's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy.
I hate you.
He's
Shut up.
the
End the
guy.
show. End the show. Done.
All right, well,
I refuse.
we
I'm
gotta
believing
do
every fiber in my
it.
being.
We have to do it. Match of the night.
Match of the night. Well, the
I'm an
safe
Iron
bet is
Woman
on
match.
Sasha
Yeah.
versus Charlotte.
Bad match. It's gotta be.
Chris, match of the night.
As much as I'd like to say Roman and Kevin, probably Sasha and Charlotte.
It's gotta be.
Are you popping
Can't say for sure.
popcorn?
Honestly, I don't know for sure. I say it's gonna be one of those two. That's the best I can do.
Are you popping popcorn?
You guys are so stupid.
He's popping popcorn.
Andrew, what's your match of the night? Get this over with so they can fucking go fuck each other or something. Let's go.
What?
Sasha and Charlotte.
Sasha and Charlotte.
And
This is a toss-up.
my pee break
Like
match.
with yours.
It's honestly a toss-up between the tag team match and I'm just gonna go with the safe bet, Sasha and Charlotte. And I think P-Break is going to be 100% because I'm not going to include the kickoff show. Unless this match is on the main card, I'm going to say Big Cass versus Rusev. But if it's not, then it's obviously going to be Sami Zayn versus, what's his name? Braun Strowman.
I hate to say, but my P-Break show is probably gonna be Cruiserweight. As much as I like watching them.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
To me, it's not usually a P-Break, smoke break. So
Well, I'm gonna make
Smoke break
Juan
show.
mad, and I'm gonna say Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns is my pre-break match.
The main event is the P-Break match.
Yes,
It's
your
easily, dude, they've done that before. Don't even be surprised.
They have
They've done that
100%.
several times.
Like the last.
It's
So
easily.
Andrew would be the guy leaving the arena early to miss the traffic and not be too worried about it.
Dude, I'd be
Absolutely.
down. I'd be fine.
To be completely honest with you, at WrestleMania, I would have been completely okay if you would have turned, hey, let's go during the Roman Reigns versus Triple H match. Everyone in that goddamn stadium, unless you were a little kid, knew that fucking Roman Reigns was going to win that match.
Oh, shades of WrestleMania here at Roadblock. All for Kyle.
Oh,
One,
man.
or Kyle, one said fuck off.
Wait, why is he
Come
not
on,
saying
man.
it to me? I was just saying it was
He
gonna
said
be the
fuck
feed
off
rate.
to someone, so I assumed that it was Kyle. So, yeah, fuck you both fuck off. Now, here comes, again, the question arises, is Roadblock better than SmackDown's pay-per-view TLC? I can tell you right
No.
now, I'll tell you in Spanish, no.
Oh,
No.
oh, dude, no, it's not. Even the
No, it
main
doesn't
event
even-
alone.
it doesn't
was
even
better
hold a
than
candle
all
to
pay-per-view
it.
combined.
I actually didn't
this
think
whole
it was
pay-per-view-
that good.
This whole pay-per-view
What
up
did
into
you
the
just say, Chris?
Smack-
What did you just say?
I said I actually didn't think TLC was that good, and I'm usually the one going, man, you're crazy. It was awesome.
You are the worst.
So, I think that this pay-per-view is going to be as good as the chairs match up until the point where you have... I'm not even kidding. Up until the point until you have the Iron Woman match.
You're insane.
Well, I'll say this. Like I said before, the card doesn't look bad, and it has, again, I'm going to say this magic word, the potential to be great. Or not
Which
great,
means
but
it's gonna
good.
pay-per-view has the
Suck.
potential to be good.
So,
Which is what happens
but
every
but here's
single
what's
time we say this.
here's what's important about Roadblock. It's going to open up a lot about WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble, and it's going to give us an idea on who's going to win the Royal Rumble. So 100% I think Chris Jericho is out of the picture now, especially since he's going to be leaving the company soon. So, tonight is actually really important. So with that being said, we have 32 minutes until the pay-per-view starts. I am going to have to go back and forth from the Cowboys game and the pay-per-view because go Cowboys. And for Andrew,
Oh my
for
God,
Chris,
really?
for Kyle, I'm Blake. Until later tonight, peace out. But do not
Good
forget,
job, guys.
all you have to do is hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications. That way you know when we go live. And be sure to tune in tonight. So until then, peace out. 1. Quit with the double champion. We know he's going to win, okay? We know.
Shut up! No, he's not. He's not winning.
Yes, he is.
Not happening, dude.
Gosh.
Not happening.
That was awesome.